Well, however, I can't talk this morning. It's lunchtime. I'm hungry. What can I say? But this Linda's from North Central Texas, and I'm going to get ready to fix me some fajitas. Haven't had any in a while, so I thought I'd make some. And I've been cutting up these peppers, but they're hot ones. And I found out by rubbing my eye after I was cutting them up. So I will be wearing these gloves. To chop them up because I want to make just a tiny bit of salsa to go with my fajitas. Not much because it's just me. I'm not making a bunch for a ton of people. But anyway, I'm gonna get this out of the way. But all these peppers right here on this cutting board are hot, extremely hot, and they came out of the garden. So I'm going to chop these up a little bit finer. Because the last thing I want to do is get a big old hunk of hot pepper in my mouth when I'm eating these. I don't mind a little bit, but, I don't want my mouth burning for days. And I wanted to show you, they've got these vinyl glove. There's 50 to a package that you can get. They're disposable. So you just use them and throw them away. They come in handy when you're doing something like this, because you don't want that hot pepper to get on your hands. You touch your mouth, your eyes, your nose, your cheek, anything with this after getting that juice on your fingers or your hand, and it's going to burn. And I'll put a little bit of the red one in there, I think. Like I said, I don't want much because I'm just making a little bit of this salsa. And I am going to slice up a couple of them real thin. These red ones, I think, to go in my fajita mixture. Not much, because like I said, I don't like real hot foods. And these are hot peppers. They came right out of my garden. That is if I can get it sliced up. Now I'm going to put the little bit that I chopped up in this little bowl. I just touched those hot peppers with my fingers. And I didn't intend to do that. That's why I got my gloves on. But, I cook for one person. I don't cook for 10 people, so. And I need to get these hot peppers off of the board because I'm not going to use these. I thought I had gotten hold of some sweet peppers out there, but I didn't. They were the hot ones. So I'll save those for another dish. Now what we're going to do, I've got about a teaspoonful of olive oil in my pan. I've got, maybe half of an onion or a third of an onion. I'm going to put right in there that I've already sliced up. And put those few hot peppers in there. And since I'm not doing a whole recipe, I'm only going to use about half of my peppers. You know I save my seeds, so. And I like to cut them in strips for the fajitas. I just got one green bell pepper that I'm slicing up half of it. Because this is not a whole recipe. I'm not going to use the whole pepper. I'll save the other part of the pepper for another dish. This was a pepper out of the garden, but I don't think I was going to use it in this, but I don't think I'm going to. Or I may yet. I guess I'm afraid it's a hot one, and I don't want to put a hot one in there. But the peppers cook down quite a bit. Now I've got 2 Roma tomatoes that I'm going to make just a little bit of salsa. And that's what I'm using my hot little peppers for that I chopped up. I'm probably not even going to use all of those. About half of them. Because I'm not fixing that much salsa. And I really need to put that in a bigger bowl. going to go ahead and rinse this out, off that is. Because I got to fix my garlic. And then I'll finish cutting up my tomatoes. And I got to stir my mixture here. We're going to add about 1/4 teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. I'm going to add about 1/4 of chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon. And we're going to put about 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. I'm going to add salt and pepper. And I'm going to add 2 cloves of garlic. Whoops. Mince it up. If you don't have garlic, fresh garlic, just use garlic powder, whatever you have. Need just a little bit more olive oil. Go ahead and continue on with my tomatoes. I just had 2 Roma tomatoes is what I'm using. think I'm going to get another bowl because wasn't counting on the onions that were going in there. I'll have salsa to eat this weekend. Get these out of the way. You gotta have onion in your salsa, you know. I'm gonna turn this down just a tiny bit. Smells good. Dropping onions all over my stove. One thing I did not get was cilantro, and I forgot it. I was just going to get a little bit of fresh cilantro to put in this, but that's okay. You don't have to have it. My motto is, if you don't have everything, do what you got. And I'm just putting a half of an onion to 2 of those little Roma tomatoes. I could have stopped with 1 tomato, I guess. But our mixture here is looking real good. So if you got fresh tomatoes and onions out of the garden, make your own fresh cilantro. I mean your own fresh salsa. I got cilantro on my mind. I can't believe I didn't think to get a little bit of cilantro. But that's okay. We're not going to die from it. Now we've also got to have some garlic. I had to put my knife in there. I've got plenty of corn chips, so I'll eat my salsa with my corn chips later. I don't have to eat it all right now, so it'll come in good later. This is the best way I know to peel garlic. Because if you hit it with the knife flat like that, cut the end of it off, that skin will come right loose from the garlic clove. See if I can get this off of here. I don't want all this garbage up here for right this minute. We're also going to put salt and pepper in our salsa. Now I'm going to take my mixture of my peppers They're about half done. Put them right over there. And I'm going to use this fajita steak packet that's already cooked. It's 6 ounces, I think. Dump it right in there. And I do need a little bit more olive oil in there. While that's starting to cook, and you know what? I like small pieces of meat. I don't like these great big ones. So I'm going to chop up a couple of them before they cook. I mean, before I get them browned. I like them real thin. I've got spoon rests, but I don't have room for them. I don't have nowhere to put them, y'all. Towel here. And I call that salsa, but it's actually just my onions and garlic and stuff all chopped up. I'm going to squeeze in a little bit of lime juice if I can. I always forget to roll it, but what you can do is like take a knife and go down in there like that. And it helps loosen up some of it. Should have had my juicer thing out here for this. Didn't even think about it. There, that'll be enough. I'm using my tomatoes and my salsa mixture just basically to garnish my fajita when I put it on the fajita thing. tortilla, whatever they call them. Tortilla. Now I'm going to add that mixture back in there. My peppers and my onions and all my other stuff, and cook that just a little bit more. I've got an avocado. Usually I scoop these out, but I don't want to scoop them because I want slices. I want slices of avocado. This peeling's not cooperating with me today. Did I tell y'all this is a real kitchen? It's not staged. And I like to just cut thin slices of the avocado. Just for the looks. I mean, you can use guacamole if you want. I'll have all the ingredients here anyway, so. Don't want to get them mushy. We're just going to switch over and put this other pan. You don't even have to do that. Add oil because it's a non-skip pan. And we're just going to toast the tortillas just a little bit. And these are just the great value small flour tortillas. I do have some sour cream. This is going to be good, y'all. These are always better if you heat them up a little bit in a frying pan. You know what? I think I've got some dried cilantro. I'm not sure. Oh well, we'll use what we got. And what I'm going to do get some of my meat mixture. Well, that was not the best thing to use for that. I think tongs would work better. There. But see, I've got my mixture put in there. We'll put in some of my onions and my tomato mixture. I'm going to put in a slice of, or two, of my avocado. And a dab of sour cream. My problem is trying to hold these things to eat them. Now, you don't have to put tomatoes and onions on yours if you don't like. I like it that way. I like my avocado slices on it. And I like my sour cream. Don't that look good, y'all? Fahitas Supreme. Oh, I can't wait to bite. I can't wait to bite into it. See if I can. Oh, I can't do that. Can move it back a little bit. Make sure you're over your plate when you go to bite into it. And I have a tendency to overstuff in my shells too, so. Dear Lord, bless the food we're about to eat. Amen. Y'all take a bite. Don't that look good, y'all? Oh my God, don't that look good? That is so good, y'all. Just the right of meat for that little bit of, the half a bell peppers. For a whole bell pepper, that is. Take another bite. Look at all that goodness in there. Avocado, sour cream, bell peppers, onions. I just needed the cilantro. That's finally looking good. Gets all over your hands. You know what I did forget? I forgot my cheese. Oh my goodness. That could be a disaster. I'll just put my cheese right on top of my sour cream. Who cares? I knew it was missing something. Gotta have your cheese in there. And I've got a Mexican triple blend of cheddar cheese, but you can use plain cheddar cheese, whatever you like. Now let's take a bite of it with the cheese in there. See if it tastes any different. I don't know where to bite it at. That was so good, y'all. Look how gooey that looks. Won't that look good? That's good, y'all. And that's my dinner or my lunch. And probably my dinner too, as much as I've got, because I've got enough for several more tortillas over here with what stuff I've got. See over here in the pan? still plenty. So with that, try you some fajitas this weekend. If you're one person alone, get you the smallest bag of the fajita steak meat that you can that's already cooked. Get you some onions, bell pepper, avocado, a little bit of cheese, some onions, tomato, and go at it. And y'all enjoy. I'll see you on my next one. Love y'all. Bye now.